day, welcome to EDMS, where engineering drawing is made clear, structured, and easy to master. In today's lesson, we are going to look at scale drawings in EGD. First, you need to know what a scale is, and a scale is basically a way to make something bigger or smaller on a paper while keeping the proportions the same. But why, you may ask, why do we do this? Because this helps us to draw big objects like buildings or machines, or tiny objects like little screws, so that they can fit on a given paper. Now think about this. It is impossible to draw the actual size of a vehicle on a A4 paper. So this is why we will use a scale to scale it down and to draw it on a A4 paper. But there's an important rule that you need to remember. No matter what scale you use, the shape stays the same. It is only the size of the object that is changing here. We get three main types of scales. We get a full scale, which is your 1:1. It is the actual size of the object. Then you get a reducing scale, which can be 1:2, 1:5, 1:10, and etc. etc. And this can be anything 1 to something bigger than 1. When we have a reducing scale, we are going to take the measurements and we are going to divide them to whatever we have next to the 1. So these drawings are smaller than the real object. Then we have the enlarging scales, which can be 2:1, 5:1, 10:1, basically anything which is bigger than 1. And these drawings are bigger than the real object. We will use multiplication over here. So we are going to take the measurements and multiply it by whatever stands next to the 1. So let's use an example here. On the screen here, we've got a Lego minifigure. We have a height of 50 and a width of 20. This is on a scale of 1:1. But now we're going to implement a scale of 1:2. So when we have a scale of 1:2, we're going to take the measurements of 50 and 20 and divide it by 2, because our scale is 1:2. And we're going to use the new measurements to draw our minifigure on scale 1:2. But the next part is very important information. Although we use those measurements, which will be now 25 and 10 for our drawing on scale 1:2, we will never indicate these dimensions. We always keep the actual dimensions of the object even though it is on scale 1:2. It is important that you give the scale with the drawing to indicate that this is drawn on a scale of 1:2. Now let's take it one step further. Now we're going to use a scale of 1:5. We have our 1:1 over here with a height of 50 and a width of 20. We are going to take the measurements and divide it by 5. When we divide 50 by 5, we're going to get 10. And when we divide 20 by 5, we're going to get 4. These measurements are the measurements that we're going to use to draw the minifigure in a scale of 1:5 so that it stays in proportion. But, like I've told you, we never write the scale measurements. We always write the actual measurements of the object. So here you can see, although the object is smaller, we still give the actual dimensions. And we need to indicate that this is on a scale, you need to write it, of 1:5. Now let's look at a scale of 2:1. This is our enlarging scales. We've got the minifigure here with a height of 50 and a width of 20. When we use enlarging scales, we are going to multiply by whatever stands in front of the 1. So this is scale 2:1. So I'm going to take the measurements of 50 and 20, multiply by 2, and we are going to get now our new drawing of 100 by 40. But like you know by now, we always keep the measurements the same as the actual object. You just need to indicate the scale on the page. And basically, when we take it to a scale of 5 to 1, we're going to say 50 times 5, and we will get 250 from the head to the toes. And when we take 20 times 5, we're going to get 100 in width. Can you see how we implement the scale? So you can see where we're going to with this. Always check on your drawing page if there's a scale indicated where you need to apply a scale to a specific drawing. Either going to be a reducing scale, 1 to something, or a enlarging scale, something to 1. Please let me know if you found this helpful, and also let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of these types of videos. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.